What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical average American here today to react and learn about the Sami culture in Norway, or at least from what I understand. I've heard this word about the Sami people, and it's one of if I understand correctly, and I might not, it's one of the oldest or an indigenous people living in Norway, one of the oldest cultures within Norway. Other than that, I really don't understand anything about it. So I thought it could make for like a perfect topic for me to learn about as far as Norway goes. Some of its history, maybe. Some of the people in Norway living there that I don't know anything about. I just happen to have heard about them a few times now, watching other videos about Norway, and I was thinking, why not just watch a video and learn about it and get to the bottom of this? Certainly, there's indigenous native people in America, Native Americans in America, all over the world. You'll find the original inhabitants of that place, basically, and what that looks like is different all over the world. So it doesn't surprise me that maybe Norway has its own indigenous people, native Norwegians. Maybe you could call them even. Anyway, I'll stop speculating for now. I found this little video, a Norwegian teacher that's going to teach me who are the Sami people and what language do they speak. I guess, do they not speak Norwegian? Okay, let's take a look.
For this lesson is, who are the Sami people and what language do they speak?
Okay.
The Sami people are the indigenous people of Norway, Sweden, Finland, and Russia.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Wow. Of Norway, Sweden, Finland, and Russia. I didn't know that. I wasn't expecting that. So this is not just a Norwegian culture. Interesting. Do they inhabit the area where Norway, Sweden, Finland, and Russia kind of converge and overlap that territory? Okay, wow.
Sápmi is the name of the area where they live, and this encompasses northern Norway, Sweden, Finland, and the Kola Peninsula of Russia.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Huh.
Today they are protected. However, it hasn't always been that way. In the past, they suffered under many restrictions by different governments. There were several...
Honestly, this is this kind of thing exact same in American history. I don't quite understand the relationship between Norway and the Sami culture, but Native Americans has a very dark American history with the Native Americans who lived here and the settlers who came to America and did very horrible things, and then the relationship has been very complicated, and now to this day, similar to Norway, the Native American culture is like very protected with very special locations that are protected, and yeah, so I can kind of relate to this.
Under many restrictions by different governments. There were several different groups of Sami.
Oh.
One was the Skolt Sami, who lived off of reindeer herding, fishing, and hunting.
Wow.
There was the Mountain Sami, who moved together with her reindeer out from the mountains and to the fjords in the spring.
With their reindeer? Did they actually, like, use reindeer to, like, ride? Like horses? Or to keep as food, maybe, like a cow? It's just the way she said with their reindeer.
The Sea Sami didn't have big reindeer packs, but they lived by combining fishing, hunting, and agriculture.
Yeah.
And the Forest Sami worked in the woods and did not move out of the mountains like the Mountain Sami when the spring came.
I guess this is a product of how, basically, if I can find it here, basically how Norway, Sweden, Finland, and Russia, especially Norway, I know how diverse its geographical features are. Like, it has forest, it has water, it has mountains, like, it has cold. So lots of different types of living conditions, I guess, impacted. That's basically why I'm learning about that. There's 4 different sects of the Sami culture here.
Move out of the mountain. of the Sami was a policy made to
Oh, hold on. Let me roll it back.
The Norwegianization of the Sami was a policy made to assimilate the Sami into Norwegian culture.
Ah.
This started at the end of the 1800s and continued to 1965.
Okay, well, not that long ago, honestly. The Norwegianization of the Sami, trying to acclimate their culture into the Norwegian culture. Okay, what did that look like?
In 1888, you had to be Norwegian or Swedish to buy land in Norway, and in 1902, you had to be Norwegian to buy land in Finnmark, a region where most of the Sami lived.
Oh, so they basically made it so you had to be Norwegian to own land where the Sami, where their territory was, where they were living. Is that correct?
To get Norwegian citizenship, you had to speak and write Norwegian, and this caused many Sami to change their family name to something more Norwegian.
Oh, wow. This really is the Norwegianization of the Sami, isn't it? That's too bad. So it caused a lot of Sami individuals, they felt like they had to change their name and change their language, basically, right? So that they could have access to more opportunities.
Several laws also banned the Sami language, and people were not allowed to use it, so a lot of the Sami language got lost.
Wow. Wow. That's kind of sad, isn't it, huh? Looking back. I don't know how the people of Norway kind of look back and interpret all of this, but it seems like this whole policy ended, like, at least, what was it, like 60, 70 years ago? But up until then, Norway was really trying to just not keep the Sami like its own thing, but rather like absorb them into the rest of Norway, basically.
Lost. The Sami language is a branch of the Uralic language family. The Sami languages are divided into Western Sami and Eastern Sami, with subgroups and different dialects. Some can be intelligible, but others not so much.
What? I had no idea that the whole Sami people, the Sami culture, would be so like diverse. There's languages, there's different I don't know if they're tribes or different Sami living in different areas, basically, getting different names.
Due to geographical barriers. The most common is Northern Sami, which has around 20,000 speakers in a subgroup of Western Sami.
Okay.
Lule Sami and Southern Sami is also used.
Okay, so some of the language does still exist to this day. From the sound of it, that's good.
Now, the Sami and Norwegian languages have equal standing in Norway, and
there you go. That's nice. So the policy may have been kind of not in the Sami's favor, we'll say, for a while, but it's obviously been corrected in the modern times.
And several schools offer Sami, and some universities in northern Norway offer Sami too.
Oh, okay, so they're even teaching the language in like actual Norwegian university and stuff, in northern Norway in particular. Okay, that's nice. That's good to see.
The Sami was recognized as an indigenous people in 1990.
Okay.
And Sami in Norway has special protection and rights.
Yeah, okay. I mean, that's exactly like Native Americans here in America. Exactly the same thing. Different Native American tribes, indigenous Americans, basically been granted special protections, special rights, special ownership of things that belong to them. Yeah, yep.
They also have their own Constitution Day on the 6th of February and their own parliament.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay, so they really like are their own entity at this point, which is good. Like, it sounds like that's what they wanted, basically. And now, at least in the modern time, that's been granted. They can remain, like, their own culture can remain and be autonomous in their own way.
And that's it. Do you have any more questions? Please leave them in the comments below and I'll try to answer them. Ha det, vi ses snart. Bye, see you soon.
Okay. Very good. Very good. This taught me a lot, honestly. This was by Learn Norwegian, with NorwegianClass101.com. That's who made this video. It's a good video. I give it a like. It was kind of short, but very concise, very to the point. Really taught me all the kind of fundamentals of the Sami, except I guess it didn't really teach me too much. It did a great job teaching me about Norway's relationship with the Sami, but it didn't tell me much about the Sami culture itself, what they're all about, what they do. Like, there's a million different things that go into a culture, of course. But that's not a problem, because I have another little tab here, this website, the Northern Norway, nordnorge.com, where it's going to teach me a little more about the Sami, maybe more in depth about them as a people in the far north of Europe, ancient sounds, unique craftwork, traditions, and a particular language, yes, live side by side with modern technology. So they really do live like in the old ways, you can say, like indigenous people would, without too much use of modern technology. The Sami culture is the oldest culture in large areas of northern Norway and is currently experiencing a strong renaissance. Wow. The Sami people live in Norway, Sweden, Finland, Russia. I never knew that. I'm glad I realized that distinction now, by the way. The total population is about 80,000. 80,000. Not too much, huh? I mean, it's not like nothing, but only 80,000 on the whole planet, of whom around half of them live in Norway. Okay. Slightly under half speak the Sami language. Wow. Norway. The Sami people in Norway live in almost all parts of northern Norway and in the southern parts of the country of Trøndelag and Femundsmarka in Hedmark. Okay, I'm not too familiar with them. Oh, look, we have some pictures. This is nice. Oh, wow, these are very vibrant colors, aren't they? Very vibrant. Beautiful. Wow. Okay, what's this? Let's look at some pictures. Wait, they do have modern technology. They're on snow sleds, like mechanical sleds, snowmobiles. Unless these people are getting a tour or something. What do we have here? A cup? And what are these tools? I don't know. I have no idea what these do. But they look cool. They look very cool. Oh, wait. Handcrafted, snowmobiling, and language. Okay, that didn't explain too much to me what they are. The Sami languages are different than Norwegian. Yes, that I do understand. They're quite different. What else do we have here? Reindeer, sea, and river Sami were the traditional ways of life. Around 2,600 Sami people in Norway make their living from herding reindeer. Really? From herding reindeer. So, wait, is there a picture? What is this? Okay. Hey, look at this. He's throwing a rope at the reindeer. They really are herding them. What? I didn't know that was a thing. We don't have reindeer in America. What? The majority of northern Norway is used for raising reindeer. Traditionally, most Sami people have supported themselves through fishing, livestock farming, hunting, along the coast, on the fjords, and along the rivers. Wow. Today, a large proportion of the Sami people live outside the traditional Sami areas and have moved into the towns of northern Norway, or to the Oslo area. Oh, well, they did say that half of the Sami people probably speak Norwegian, right? They don't speak the original language. That's what it said earlier. So they really have moved and acclimated. A large part of the population of Sami people have, become part of just the Norwegian population, living in towns, Norwegian towns, and Oslo. Okay. Even more, they still live in traditional Sami settlement areas, but earn their living in the modern service sector. Okay, so they still live in their traditional areas, but they work jobs that are like normal, conventional jobs, from what I understand. The joik. Yoik. The yoik is a unique Sami attribute. Sami culture has unique forms of expression. Joik is one of the oldest song traditions in Europe. A joik is dedicated to a person, an animal, or a place, and the harmonies reproduce the qualities of the object of the song. How do you recreate the sound of an animal or a place in a song? A joik. If you would like to chat someone up, try joiking him, her. It has quite an effect. I'm gonna have to check that out sometime. The joik. It's like a song? It's a song tradition, okay? The Sami are intricate designers of fashion and crafts. The gakti is traditional Sami clothing. Let me look that up. See if I can get a picture of that. Here we go. Okay. Gakti? Gakti? Cool. I like these designs. Beautiful. Traditional Sami clothing is another unbroken living tradition, but mostly used when dressing up for celebrations or parties. Kind of like how Norway has its own traditional clothing that I've learned a bit about. In contrast to what the National Costume Police may say, there's nothing wrong with going your own way. Okay. Wow. Yeah, this is more what I was looking for, honestly. Some of the actual Sami culture, like their clothing, their songs, the way they make a living and hunt and survive. I'm glad that this website had more info on that. In the 21st century, Sami culture is meeting the modern world. No Sami people live a completely traditional life. Okay. And the everyday lives of many of these indigenous people appear very modern. Okay. Honestly, I think that's very much true for the Native Americans who try to maintain as much of their culture as possible, their traditional culture, and they protect it and honor it, but they have obviously embraced like modern technology and modern living. That sounds extremely similar to Norway and the Sami culture. I'm really making that connection. I think it's accurate. They have a parliament. Right. That's nice. Cool. Okay. What religion? They have their own pre-Christian shamanistic religion. Huh. Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, this was pretty good. The video was short, but it had a lot of great info, and this website here had even more great info. I really appreciate that. I really like this. I liked learning about this. It was a question that was really burning in my mind. I was like, I gotta learn about these indigenous Norwegian people, Sami, because I kept hearing that, and I didn't know anything. So, I don't think I've ever really learned about the indigenous people of any other country in the world, other than America. So it's fascinating to learn about that from my point of view. And like I was saying, it kind of reminds me of the indigenous people of America, too. Interesting. Very interesting. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a like or leave a comment. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Norway, stuff about Norway that I've never learned before or seen before, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.